The legendary Kurzweil K250 was the first digital workstation. Stevie Wonder motivated Kurzweil to produce the instrument. Bob Moog was involved in the sound design of the synth. It cost $11,000 in 1985. Affordable versions of the synth were later offered as the K1000 line, but the 1000 series seems to be overlooked today. Last year, I found this magazine while I was cleaning my basement. Though I was still in grade school at the time, the K250 was the first synth I was interested in. This sparked my interest. I found a Kurzweil rack on Rogue Music's site. I called the store and talked to their technician, Clark. He said it had great samples. Then I found a review by Epson Craft that confirmed the quality of the instrument. Last week, I made a demo of my new patches that go way beyond the factory presence. This week, I'll cover the features of the K1000 and how to make simple edits of the patches. The K1000 has several advantages over the Korg M1 that was the most popular synth of the time of the late 80s. The M1 only had 2 oscillators per patch with a rather standard 4-stage envelope. This is a graphic from the K1000 manual. That's right, the synth has 9-stage envelopes with 4 oscillators. So although the K1000 may just look like a standard digital piano, it's really quite a synth. This is my new patch, Morpheus. This patch blows away all the factory pads. The Korg wave station is famous for these kind of morphing patches. When I tried to duplicate what I created on the 1000 with a wave station, K1000 patches actually sound better because it has higher quality samples for the strings. Since the display of the K1000 keyboard is not backlit, it's really almost impossible to see. So although this display is not very bright, it's a little better. So now I'll show you how to change waveforms in the wave station patch. So I can go in here and hit edit. See, each one of the pages is numbered. One section starts at 0, the master, and then by going through the menus, you go to the menus that run into the 200s, and 206, you can change the waveform. So now I have layer 1 selected for which is a choir, and now I can change it to another sound. I don't want a grand piano. I mean something that's. That's a trumpet. I could choose another synth waveform, so let's try something like a bell. Here's a bell. Okay, and then now I can change the layer. And this is a synth wave, but I can change that to something else that's more like a piano. Although the K1000 only has mono samples, I was able to create a stereo image by crossing the key maps. To really hear the difference of the sound, you should listen with headphones. This is the new stereo piano patch. Now compare that to, this is the factory piano that's just in mono. Now I'll just play a bass note. It's in mono. And here's how it sounds in stereo. It's in itself, that just makes this like a digital piano that competes with modern instruments. This is a new B3 Rocks patch. I didn't think the K1000's stock organ sound had enough balls. It didn't really have that kind of Tarkus quality. So what I did is I used the sine waves to generate a B3 sound. And what's good about that is you can use the data slider to control the drawbar settings. So I'll show you, like, if this is the layer switch. By flipping this, you flip through, essentially in my patch, the different drawbars. So by dropping the layer, the level of the fourth layer, you take out the percussion. Here's with the percussion. Now I just took the percussion out. So I can bring the percussion back up. Actually bring it up too high. And then I can change the layer. And now you can change lower one of the other drawbars. So by using the data slider, you can hear how it changes the draw. This is the new analog lead patch. And the K1000 or the PX Plus didn't have any patches like this. I noticed last night when I was playing the wave station that some of the leads used wave sequences. So my method of using the K1000 to have like a morphing waveforms could also be used in a lead. Before I close, I'll mention that you can use the K1000 for multi-timbral performances. And you can, if you want a channel like channel 3, I was using with another instrument, you can mute it by setting it off. That's all for now, so take care.